Hi everybody. Well, I have a gigotus cold sore and I'm meeting some people in just a few minutes at a Starbucks over there. Yeah, I don't know what my body thinks it's doing to me when my whole life. Like, I don't think I have a school picture, especially in elementary school, where I don't have a cold sore in my pictures, and when I have something important to do or stuff like that, get a cold sore. But I know that I've been really stressed these last few weeks, so I've had one after the other. I did reach out to my doctor. Many of you suggested there is medication for it that you need a prescription for. So I did reach out to her. I don't know if she's gonna have me come in or what, but I messaged her through the MyChart thing that we can do. So yeah, I'd like to fend them off before they, sneak up on me like this. Thank goodness it looks better today than it did the last couple days. I was gonna, wear a mask and just, I don't know, nobody really wears masks anymore, but anyway, so yeah. Those of you that have been asking for a bit of an update about my experience with Semaglutide, it's also known as Wegovy or Ozempic. Yesterday was Saturday, and it would normally be when I would give myself my injection for the week. But I've decided that I'm going to wean off it for two major reasons. One is to free up my budget. Even though I'm paying out of pocket, when you get it compounded, it's nowhere near as expensive as if you had to pay out of your pocket. I did talk to my actual doctor about it, and she tried to get me on the brand. But the insurance, even though they just require an authorization, pre-authorization, or whatever, a PA from my doctor, they denied it. She said even, Wegovy, which is marketed for weight loss, she said that it's really difficult to get insurances to say okay, because they still associate it with a type 2 diabetes drug. So, you know what, that's okay, because the other reason why is it cuts my appetite off. Like, when I jumped from the first intro dose to the second dose, it's gone. And I don't like that, because first of all, I don't enjoy not enjoying my food, no matter what it is or how little I eat. And I don't like thinking about food and it just I wasn't nauseated. I didn't have any side effects at all. But that would be my biggest, I'm just wondering if these are the people that I'm going to be meeting. Wouldn't that be funny? Nothing like that. I didn't have any issues, really. I mean, a lot of people have a lot of issues with this medication. I didn't have anything, which is great. But nonetheless, I don't like that. And yes, I'm, losing weight. I think I've lost 13 pounds, and this would be finishing up my 10th week. So I think I only lost maybe a few ounces this last week. So I'm sure my body is kind of getting adjusted, because I am due to move up to the next dose. And I was due to it's been, I think, a couple weeks ago, I should have moved up. But it's like, no, I'm not moving up. I don't have any appetite at all. Like, I don't need to. So anyway, I'm going to just stop it. And I guess it's okay if you just stop it. I'm only into the second dose, so shouldn't be any withdrawal weird issues. I didn't read anything about that. But I've been feeling very, very fatigued, and I just don't think I'm getting the nutrition that I need. I'm just very fatigued, very, very tired, and even kind of weak, and I've been taking my B12, and I've been taking some other things, but yeah, it's just, to me, not a healthy way to lose weight. If you're if you have 100 pounds to lose, then, or 80, 100 and plus or whatever, then, I can get it. I really can. But while I do have, I wanted, it's what, about 40 pounds to lose? Yeah. So, yeah, that's that. So those of you that were wondering what was going on with that, there's your update. All right, you guys, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and head over. I'm supposed to meet them at 11 in the morning, and it is nearing that. So it's just right there. I might even walk, to be honest. Why should I have to? No, I'll drive. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you later. Hi, everybody. Okay, getting ready to meet, here at the house, the Allstate, our insurance person is sending over an agent to inspect the damage. If you don't know, we had back in May a company come out and do a soft wash. I didn't even know what that was, but they said this is what we do and this is why it's better. And to get rid of the moss, Pacific Northwest, we have to deal with moss a lot, especially if you have trees around your house, which we do, which I would never do again. As much and lovely and everything as this neighborhood is, people not from this neighborhood actually come to this neighborhood to walk in the summer and the fall because we have these gorgeous trees and the leaves turn and it is very pretty. But it brings a lot of upkeep, and one of those things is moss on your roof. So my husband had been at me to get this situated, and so I called this company that seemed to have good reviews, and they did it. Well, I believe it was of no coincidence that due to whatever the reason, it ended up, long story short, water damage, collapsing a portion of the roof in our dining room. The damage is extensive. I sent photos to our Allstate insurance guy, and he said this is definitely extensive damage. But he's coming out today, so I'm getting ready for that. I already kind of cleared, got the dining room so it would be easier for him to see, because it just turned into throwing boxes in there from Amazon and whatnot. So anyway, that's what I'm getting ready for. He's gonna see, the weird thing is, and I've talked about this, that was back in May. In June, was it June? Because initially the ceiling didn't collapse. There was massive damage and bubbling along the right side of our window in our dining room, bubbling all along the area that ended up collapsing, and even throughout the whole ceiling. But that happened, a month later or so. They drug their feet because initially I, filed it through their insurance because I knew this was related. We've never had any leaking ever. We never had any paint bubbling. We've never had any leaking since, actually. And we've had some major rain going on since then. So I don't know. Anyway, they claim it wasn't their fault. They claim they see damage that could have caused this in the roof. I'm thinking, okay, why did it not happen before? We've had 2 winters now. Anyway, nonetheless, they've refused to cover it. So now I'm going through our insurance, and we'll see what happens there. It's been a headache. It's been sitting on my plate. It's giving me stress. I procrastinate and all of that. And anyway, it's getting done. So I'm getting ready for that. And then after that, I think they're coming around 2. He said they might be here sooner. So then I don't really know when they're going to be here. So I'm getting ready, just to be ready. I don't know what time that means. So it's almost noon. And he says he'll be here around 2. And then at 3, I got to leave and go get my car serviced at the dealership. It's one of their free. It's the first time it's being serviced, so it's complimentary. I'm assuming maybe I don't know what they do on that first one. It's not like the tires need rotating already. Anyway, so I'm going to do that. I have to be there at 3 for that. And that's when I got to go by the pet store. My poor cats have only had dry food, God forbid, for the last 3 days, and no wet food. What a bad parent I am, huh? So I can't stand it any longer. And their looks they give me, and so I got to go to the pet store. And that's going to be my day. My cold sore is slowly going away. It's still there. My cat trying to wake me up this morning, she kind of takes her paw and she kind of like goes like this. Sometimes though, she has her claws out a little bit and she scratched me right there. It's always nice. I'm sure that had a lot to do with the fact that she hasn't had her wet food for 3 days. I'm back to using my favorite, and it still has that position. This is Lancome's Tint Idol Concealer. I still like it better. I really love the HD Makeup Forever concealer a lot, but it doesn't stay locked in like this one does through the day. So therefore, it doesn't sort of start playing with mascara and makeup and softening that and then bringing those things down, and this does not do that. Now, I do usually kind of put like eye cream, but most of the time I use more of a combination of like the really light oils. I love my combination that I do, like a drop of pumpkin E serum by Rhonda Allison, a drop of peptide, what is that one? Peptide 38, just a drop. And then I spritz either on my face everywhere or a couple spritzes in my hand of the hydrating spritz. And then I press it all over my face, including around my eyes. So the sometimes, concealer plays well with that, and other times it exasperates the problem. Well, I don't think it played well with the Makeup Forever, or it's just maybe that particular formulation. This one just, I don't know. It just like, it's just there. And yet it doesn't look like, my eyes look dry or anything like that. So I don't know, it plays well with the crepiness under there and all that. Yeah, I really wanted to follow up my last video with another sort of makeup related video, but who wants to see that when you have a cold sore? So I thought, I'll just, hopefully you guys don't mind looking at that through this vlog as it heals. It's been one after the other, and I know it's just because of stress, and maybe my body's also just trying to fight off something. So finally, I did contact my doctor, and I've never ever tried like a prescription medicine for cold sores, but I asked her about it, and so it's actually that's something I have to do. It's been sitting there at the pharmacy for a while now, and I better pick it up. And she said, when you feel one coming on, take it. So I'm going to try to remember to do that. All right. My last video, I used kind of the dupe for this, and I'm just going to go ahead and use the actual Natasha Denona Glam Palette today. I'm not going to do a tutorial on this or anything. We're just going to kind of speed through this so I can get on with my day, kind of get my house straightened up a little more for when that guy comes over to look at the damage that has occurred.
Took a long time to know what I wanted, and now I do, and I will wait on you. Took a long time to know what I needed, and now it's clear whenever you are near. Forever holding out for you. It took a long time was looking for. And when it did, it all fit together. It took a long time to see what was in front of me. And I can't lie, no matter how I try. Forever holding out. Forever holding out for you.
Okay, I'm gonna blow dry my hair because it's still wet from the shower, and decide if I want to even wear helper hair today. I'm not sure yet. So I'm gonna get that done so I can be all ready to go and I don't have to worry. And then I'm gonna come back in here and talk to you guys for just a little bit. Okay, I decided to put on Real Deal. This is, oh cripes, this is not Shaded Biscuit. It might be the cafe latte. I'll put the correct color up here, and it's by Raquel Welch. It's so funny because, you know, you never know what video is going to take hold and grab some footing and just go. There's no rhyme or reason. I can do everything the same and even do all of the sort of tags and everything the same, and there is no rhyme or reason to this algorithm here on YouTube. It's really frustrating because, you know, you want to learn from videos that seem to really appeal to people and be able to get feedback from that. And while there is some of that can happen, for the most part, what makes it sort of grab and go, there are certain parameters that they show you in analytics, but as for trying to replicate that, don't even bother. I swear. I mean, it's really frustrating. But my last video prior to this one, my first fall look, which I intended to have at least a couple more out by now, really did that. And it's exciting because I gained a lot of new subscribers, and I don't know if they're going to necessarily be watching this particular video because I'm assuming they subscribe because they really enjoyed the makeup tutorial and all of that. So that is so exciting. It's always exciting when a video gets kind of pushed out there and, you know, more people are able to see it. And then you get great feedback from those people. That's the real exciting part. Again, I will be putting out a makeup video as soon as this bad boy starts going away. And it is starting to, but still, it's got to be gone. Because of all of the new subscribers and people watching, they aren't familiar that I wear and do helper hair, you know. So even though I said I'm going to go put my hair on, they were completely blown away at the end. And so many of them thought, did you get your hair cut and dyed? Geez, oh, what the heck happened? And so I just sort of had to copy and paste the same. It's like, oh, I forget that, you know, a lot of new people are watching, and I have a ton of videos and playlists dedicated to my helper hair journey. So I think I better start out my videos, no matter what they are, to let you know what I'm wearing. This is a wig, because there were a couple people that were really angry, and they thought it was so deceiving, and I found that kind of funny. But you never know, you know, how people are going to react to things. Anyway, but it was really exciting to see that, especially during a time when I just wasn't making videos. I'm very, very fatigued, and I just couldn't do it. So I was able, though, to get some positive energy from all of that. And that's lovely. And it continues to be seen by new people all the time. And I'm getting new subscribers all the time. And because of that, I have reached that 100,000 subscriber mark. Thanks to all of you that support me and this channel and decided to subscribe and watch and comment. It was kind of exciting. Saw that surpass the 100,000 subscriber mark. So thank you, because it's you guys that do that. And I am thrilled. I can only hope that my new subscribers continue to find value in the videos they decide to tune in and watch. And for those of you that come back time and time again, to me, that is the true test of I'm doing something that is appealing to you guys. So I am always so grateful to see the same faces. By that, I mean, you guys comment down there, and please comment. That's the only way I know you're out there. And so please let me know you are, whether it's just to say, hi, Jill, how you doing, whatever. But always comment so I know you're there. I read every single one. I really do. Last few weeks has been very, I haven't decided really how much I am going to share at this time. I think eventually I'll feel more comfortable, but for now, I feel it remains to be private. And so I'm not going to share really anything about what has transpired these last few weeks, and that what has really sort of led up to that decision, and how draining and absolutely fatigued and all of that that I have been. So it was really the combination of being fatigued and dealing with and processing all of it, and then dealing and processing with the decision to do what I need to do for my own well-being and mental health. And through over these many months, the support from my very best friend in California, and my children, particularly Shane, because he lives here and he knows exactly what's going on and all of that. So through their constant support and validation, and then of course my daughters, who don't live with us, but they are very well aware. I keep them in the loop. So I continue to get really nice and valuable and loving support from all of my children, which is very important to me. I don't really much care about what anybody else thinks about me and my life's decisions and any of that, but I certainly do care about what my children think. And to get that support from them is unimaginably so amazing, and I love them for that, along with so many other reasons. But oh my God. So I have been obsessed with watching cookie decorating, like with royal icing. You know how they do the outline and then they fill it in, and I have been obsessed with watching those videos. I've been obsessed with them. They're so calming. And so now I have this desire to try to do it myself. So I made myself like a little gift registry on Amazon, and I shared a link to something non-Amazon where they make really amazing cookie cutters. And that was my sort of wish list of my, kind of what I wanted for my birthday. So I got some things, and one of the things I wanted was a dehydrator, a food dehydrator, because it helps with drying the icing, like the flood. It could take 6 hours if you just let it dry on its own. So that makes cookie decorating kind of a long time, because you can't flood your whole cookie sometimes all at once. If there's parts to it, you do this and let it dry, and then you can, do the next little area. So I thought, this is, I am too ADHD to take that much time. So through my watching many, many videos, I found that people for the most part, use dehydrators to dry their royal icing in between applications. Oops, I'm getting a phone call. I do not know who this is. I'll let them leave a voicemail if they choose. So my son got me one of those. So I am going to be experimenting. I've been watching, how to make cookies that don't rise and spread, because that doesn't work, and different textures and, of the royal icing that you need to do each sort of part. I already have a mixer. I just never really use it. So this will put that to use finally. So I'm really excited to have fun learning that. And in my head, I have myself just automatically just making amazing cookies. But I know that they all make it look easy, right? They've been doing it for years. I'm going to probably be really annoyed that I can't do it perfectly right away. But I'm excited to try something new. It'll be a fun hobby, and I'm really excited to try it. So I haven't done that yet. So I am waiting on the guy from our insurance company to show up. It's only 10 minutes to 2. I really hope he is. Oh, here he is now. Awesome. He's here. He's a little early. That's good, because I got to be somewhere. All right, guys. I am going to see you a little later. So that happened. Yay. He was nice. Of course, the other guy was nice too. He looked at things, took his pictures, went on the roof, inspected that, told me what he found out, but it looks all good. He doesn't seem to think we're gonna have any problem getting this taken care of through our insurance, so hallelujah. He does feel, sorry, I'm trying to keep this as still as possible. He does feel that the company is at least 50% responsible for the damage, so he said he's going to give it, they have like a team of lawyers that deals with all this, and they may decide to go after them, and at the very least, they would recoup money they've paid out to us, at least some of it. Well, whoever's going to fix it, the contractor. And then we would get our deductible back, though. So if they recouped any money, the very first thing that is taken care of with that money is paying us back our deductible, which happens to be $1,000. So that would be nice. In the meantime, though, they would pay out enough to get the services or the contractor, get going with, because I said, we're probably just going to get this. We're not going to wait around. It needs to be taken care of. So it's all good news. I have had this on my plate since May, and it took the other people's insurance, the people who did the service for us, took them forever. They just drug their heels. So I just am ready to be done with this, and it looks like everything should go as planned, and our insurance should cover it. So now I am actually stalling a little bit because my appointment isn't until 3 to get my Mazda here. I have a cute little Mazda CX-5, and it needs its very first little service appointment. So I'm on my way to do that. I don't have any way to get back home. So hopefully, because I have an appointment, I won't have to wait there too long. I don't know. I am starving, I can tell you that. Haven't had anything to eat yet today. I had my coffee. So after this is done, I'm going to get something to eat, go to the pet store, and there was something else I had to do. I don't remember what it was. I'm sure I'll think of it, maybe. Anyway, all right, guys, I will let you go, and I may or may not see you again. If I don't see you again, then have a good rest of your week, or the beginning of your week if you're watching this on Sunday. And I hope to see you very soon in my next video. Bye-bye.